4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. My name is Taylor. If you're new here, welcome, glad to have you. Today I want to be talking about my experience at a Ford event that was this weekend in San Antonio, where Ford showcased their electric truck lineup, the Ford F-150 Lightning, and it was really awesome. They had a whole event set up with all their trim level trucks, and it was in a scenario where they had different environments and scenes where you could see the truck, you could go up close, look at it, get all the details on it, talk to Ford representatives, sit inside the trucks, and they even had an area where you could ride in the trucks, and I got to do all those things, and I want to share that experience with you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it and check out the Ford F-150 Lightning all-electric truck. And as a quick disclaimer, I'm not sponsored by Ford. They did not see this video in advance. They didn't pay me or anything. It was just a public event and that was open to everyone and I attended. Okay, disclaimer over. Now let's take a look at the truck. All right, so like I said, this was a Ford event in the local area where they showcased all the trim levels of the all new F-150 Lightning. And they had different scenes like camping, construction, like a vehicle in a garage, and then one in just like, it was like a plant, like a gardening place. I don't know, it was kind of a weird scene. But anyway, you could see all the trims, and they have the Pro, the XLT, the Lariat, and the Platinum. So that's the lowest trim going to the highest trim. And there's a wide price range for between these trims, with the lowest being around $39,000 and the highest like all the way up to $100,000. So a lot of different options there. So starting with the Pro is their lowest trim level, and it features LED headlights and taillights. It does not have a light bar that goes across the front of it like the other trims do, and it has like a bit of a plastic front fascia, but it has a frunk, and this is going to be a big theme in all of the Ford trim levels, is the frunk, because the frunk is a really exciting place to be. As you can see in this showcase, they showcase a whole TV in the frunk with a sound system. So I guess if you wanted to park your truck and watch TV or play a video game, then you can do that. Also, the outside of the truck is really spectacular. The lines and curves, it looks like a Ford F-150, like a gas-powered version, but it is all electric and it looks so cool. And like I said, this just has more traditional headlights and taillights, and it also has a bed liner in this one, and this one is showcasing a water tank in the back. Looking at the inside of the Pro model, it has like a vinyl material for the upholstery, which doesn't look bad, and the interior looks rather nice actually. You see this center console, it has the gear shifter that like folds down, and then there's a infotainment system in the center. I like that it has the physical buttons in the center, because I feel like that you have like your muscle memory to like choose the buttons. I think it's way easier. That's the version that I would preferably go for. And then you have this LCD gauge cluster screen right in front of you. There's some electric vehicles that don't have this at all, so it's really cool to see this included in the Ford F-150 Lightning, and especially at this lower trim level. But yeah, the interior looks really good. Moving on to the back of it, there is this wide open space where the bench seat can fold up, revealing a lot of space that you can put down. And it looks like it's a very weather resistant and like water resistant material, so it's probably geared towards you can just throw stuff back here and wash it no problem. I also kind of like the door handles. They They're this very utilitarian kind of door handle where it's like the rough material, and it just feels really cool. And then they have this showcase with like some boards in the back of the truck. So if you wanted to take this out to a construction site, which is primarily what this trim level is geared towards, like a fleet vehicle for construction companies. So hopefully they sell a lot of those. The next trim level is the XLT, which is kind of a middle ground trim level. They had one in this really gorgeous red color. I think the red looks absolutely stunning on this truck. And this model had a cloth seat, so you can kind of see what that looks like. I didn't really notice anything different between the Pro and the XLT in terms of features on the inside, but you do get to see that cloth upholstery, and it also looks like it has the bench sheet in the back where you can fold it up, and it reveals a large space in the back where you can put things. And then also around the back, it has the step that you can pull out from the tailgate and the support pole that comes out of the tailgate so that you can have like an easier time getting in the back of the bed of the truck, which is really cool to see. And there's also a huge back panel window. Moving on to the next trim level, which is the Lariat. This is getting into like the more premium trim level. And you can see they have like all this gear up front that you can put in the front, showcasing that like this, that you can put like all your travel gear in it, which is really cool. And this trim level also has like a rack up top, and you can see here they have a couple of canoes up top. That's pretty cool. And then in the back they have bikes that show up here, and you can see that the tailgate in this one does have the light bar that goes all the way across. Same with the front of the vehicle, it has a light bar going all the way across it too. And then in the interior, you can see that this has a much upgraded interior, nice leather upholstery. It has that big vertical center screen, which is really impressive, but honestly, I think the other one looks nicer, the smaller screen with the physical buttons, but that's just my preference. And you can see that there is a big pano sunroof up top, which just lets a ton of light into this vehicle. Lots of buttons and switches, which I have no idea what they do, probably related to the lighting. This vehicle has lighting that goes all the way around it, so at night if you want to light up anything around the vehicle, you can do so. And then in the back, it looks very nice back here. And you can see that there is a bench seat, but also when you fold it up, it has a compartment instead of just like an open view there. And then looking at the back facing forward, very spacious. You can see just how spacious this electric vehicle is, which is really cool because there's not a lot of really spacious electric vehicles yet. So it's really exciting that the Ford F-150 is going to be an all-electric version for people. Moving on to the highest trim level, which is the Platinum version. It looks very similar to all the other trim levels on the outside. This one, they had it showcased with an ice chest up in the front. Every version has like a different thing in the front, but this one was an ice chest, and that was really cool because it highlights that you can, I guess, take this out onto the beach or wherever you want to go, and if you want to cool some drinks or some sandwiches, then you can have an ice chest in there. I assume it has like a drain plug down below, so when the ice melts it can flow through. So yeah, there's a big theme with the front. They're really proud of it, and for good reason. Like, it's a very versatile piece in this truck, and it's something that competitors just aren't really offering right now, so they're making the most of it. It's really cool to see. And in the back of the Platinum, it also has like a ruler on the back part of the bed, which is cool if you want to like measure some things. I guess you can do that. And then moving on to the inside of the Platinum, you can see on the door there is Ford's password system that they have on a lot of their vehicles, which they've had for a long time. This is a very cool feature where you can just put in the password and it unlocks, or it locks the vehicle. And then on the inside, this one has a significantly higher quality interior with plush seats. There's like a big pillow on the headrest. There's platinum embroidered inside the center console, and everything just looks really nice.
Yeah.
And then in the back, very similar to the Lariat, it's very spacious, it's very nice. The seats feel so cushiony. It's the highest trim level, so this is going to be the best of the best that the Ford F-150 Lightning has to offer, and it's pretty sweet. They also had the Electrify America chargers on showcase there with like a little kiosk. That was really cool to see, and you could see what the charger was all about. And they had like a little interface where you could play with it and see like what the experience might be like at the charger itself. Okay, so now getting into what it's like to ride in the Ford F-150 Lightning. They gave the public a chance to ride in these if you wanted to. I rode in two trims. I rode in the Platinum and I rode in the Lariat. The Platinum was really nice. It's a really nice interior, and the vehicle is very quiet. This one was with the windows up. It's very quiet interior, and it was fast. Oh my gosh, just look at this launch. It is a very quick vehicle.
All right, are you ready?
Ready, let's do it.
Count me down.
3, 2, 1. Woo!
Got some zip, huh?
It does.
563 horsepower.
What's the 0 to 60, do you know?
Just over 4 seconds.
Just over 4 seconds. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot faster than my Honda Civic, that's for sure.
Yeah, it can be. That's for sure. Open screen over here on the dash. So I like being able to see right here. You know, some other electric vehicles out there, all you have is the center console here. That's it.
Right, yeah. The next Ford F-150 that I rode in was the Lariat, and this one was windows down, the lower trim level, and this was insane. Like, I filmed my reaction on this launch, and oh my gosh, it was so fast. I feel like it was a little bit quicker than the Platinum, maybe because it didn't have like all the luxurious stuff like weighing it down, but it was intense and I loved it.
Launch mode enabled. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's such a rush. Like, it's like being on a roller coaster.
The torque just builds and builds and builds as you go down into those higher speeds. It's really an experience. If you get the chance to experience it, do it, because it's like a roller coaster. And that was my experience with the Ford F-150 Lightning. It was really cool, and I'm really excited for this vehicle because it's all electric. It's one of the most popular vehicles in America, the gas-powered version that is. So seeing that become all electric is just going to put more electric vehicles in a lot of people's hands, especially at this very competitive price range that they're offering for these different trim levels. I think it's going to be a really appealing package for a lot of people. In terms of availability, they said that they are mass producing these right now, and they will be available in a few years. So that is a bit of a wait, but I would say that keep your eye on it. It's a very interesting vehicle. So let me know what you think of the Ford F-150 Lightning in the comments below. Are you excited for this vehicle? Are you gonna get one? Share your thoughts. I'd love to hear it. I had a great time, and I'm so glad that I got this opportunity to check out the Ford F-150 Lightning. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please leave a like. And if you wanna see more, hit that subscribe button. Share this with your friends. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.